Hey, I'm Ollie Ben from the Jewish Community Foundation, here to talk to you about the Give for Homelessness portfolio, which are the nonprofits that you are supporting. So I just started at the Give for Homelessness webpage. I'm going to scroll down to meet the 12 nonprofits so you can see how you can find these on your own. And here are the 12 nonprofits that comprise the fund, divided between prevention, intervention, and systems change. Now, we're going to go through these one by one. Just talk briefly about the categories. Prevention is the hardest category. If we were successful at preventing homelessness, we would not need the other two categories of intervention and systems change. But it is the toughest nut to crack for a variety of reasons. But it's where we're going to start. So, serving seniors. One of the most important things to know is that 25% of the homeless population in San Diego is 55 years or older. It's a terrible statistic, and it's sadly true. So serving seniors, and by the way, for any of these organizations, you can just click through on the Learn More button and watch the video we've created for these organizations and learn more and see how you can get more involved with each organization. So serving seniors is they're in the prevention category because in addition to providing housing and literally millions of meals each year for seniors in San Diego, they are also trying to prevent homelessness through their shallow subsidy pilot program, which is designed to prevent homelessness by bridging the gap between people's fixed income and if they're on Social Security and the incredibly expensive cost of living in San Diego. So if they can bridge that gap and provide people some supportive services, they may not fall into homelessness in the first place. Housing help. So one of the things about giv4, one of the advantages of being part of giv4 is we can switch organizations in and out as situations change. The Eviction Prevention Collaborative, which ran Housing Help San Diego, has just been going through some challenges and leadership transitions. It was very successful during COVID. But there are some challenges happening right now, so it's time to switch them out, and we're going to be inserting the Monarch School instead in the next couple of weeks, and they are trying to prevent multi-generational, intergenerational homelessness, which is a real problem and a growing problem. So stay tuned for more information about that. JFS, fantastic organization, could be in any of the three giv4 categories. We featured their safe parking program as it's a way to prevent people from sleeping on the street, keeps their possessions safe. Sleeping out in a car on the street is actually very dangerous. And here they have a safe place to park their car, as well as wraparound social services. Great program, very impactful. Definitely check out JFS. Homestart, another excellent organization with a terrific CEO. And they're in the prevention category because they provide some rent subsidies in targeted areas. And they're trying to prevent the cycle of homelessness as well from one generation to the next. A lot of programs focus on the well-being of children and their mothers. Long-term relationship we've had at the Jewish Community Foundation with Homestart, really terrific organization. Moving on to the intervention category. And again, we're just trying to do a really quick discussion of each of these organizations. We could talk about them forever. They're all terrific organizations. But obviously, intervention is the immediate impact category for people who are suffering right now and need help right now. So Urban Street Angels literally started when the CEO, Eric Lovett, was trying to help a couple of teenagers who were had nowhere to go, and he stuck them on their couch, on his couch. And now he is it's a multi-million-dollar grant receiving organization that is helping the hardest transitional age youth. So those are youth 18 to 24. The kids that get sent to Urban Street Angels or that go to Urban Street Angels are the ones that have drug challenges, serious mental illnesses, and Urban Street Angels just gets terrific results. And the outcomes are so much higher than the sort of averages around homelessness for youth. So it's a fantastic organization. YAC, also a great organization, very different though. They're also working with transitional age youth between 18 to 24, but they take $0 in government grants in comparison to Urban. They are a volunteer-driven organization. They provide dinners. They provide a safe place for youth to go 7 nights a week. It's an amazing model. Highly encourage you to watch the video on our website. It's a very moving video. And anytime you're interested in visiting Yak or Urban Street Angels or any of these organizations will happily come down with you and take you on a tour. You really have to see some of these in person to really understand, but they're just great organizations. Interfaith and Path, I'm going to talk about them at the same time because they're amazing. They're both amazing full service providers of homelessness services. Interfaith, based in Escondido, they serve really North County. Their CEO, Greg Angel, is just a fantastic thought leader in homelessness and a superbly talented guy. Path is a regional provider. It's a large organization. They do outreach among many other places at the San Diego riverbed. And again, take a look at our video because it's astonishing how some people are forced to live down by the San Diego River. And Path provides supportive services until there's housing available for the people down there. So then let's move on to our systems change or policy change. These organizations are really working towards long-term change. Starting with Voices of Our City Choir, literally started as a choir for people experiencing homelessness. But it's become so much more than that. They're famous for being on America's Got Talent, but they are becoming a powerful force for advocacy for the homeless in San Diego, humanizing their experience and providing people with hope where otherwise there is none. So that's Voices. giv4, amazing vision and success story, taking underutilized church land and converting it into affordable housing. We talked recently about their groundbreaking they did at Bethel Methodist Church in Logan Heights. This is a game-changing model and another piece in the puzzle of creating more housing, which is the only long-term solution to homelessness because homelessness is a housing problem. Heal. So there are two organizations, Heal and Lived Experience Advisors, that do similar things. We chose Heal for giv4, but Lived Experience Advisors is also a great organization. They inform public policy decisions from the perspective of people who actually understand homelessness firsthand. It's vital to have those voices in front of city council meetings, any government setting where policy is being made around homelessness. You actually want people with lived experience to be able to inform those policy debates. Make sure that the decisions being made are practical and actually will work in the real world. And finally, Shared Housing Collaborative. Another potential game changer. Think of it as Match.com for matching homeless people to live in multi-bedroom units. This could open up so much more housing stock than the efficiencies, single room occupancies, and one bedrooms that typically are where people end up. It's a very hard problem to solve because matching people in difficult circumstances can be difficult. But they've actually just been successful. This just launched in 2023. They've been successful in doing their first matches and placing people in housing. It's an experiment, and if it works, they're creating a model that could be scaled nationally. So it's high risk, but high potential success. Could be a game changer. So that is the giv4 Homelessness portfolio. Thank you for supporting it, and please let us know if you have any questions.